The Pi network ecosystem is approaching a pivotal milestone that could reshape its position in the global crypto landscape. Once Pi network's smart contracts are open-sourced and released, they will undergo rigorous audits by leading blockchain security firms such as Certic, Halborn, and Hacken. These audits are expected to pave the way for major exchanges, including Coinbase, Binance, Kraken, and Huobi, to integrate PiCoin into their platforms. Have you been waiting years for Pi network to prove itself to the crypto world? Are you curious about what Pi network's smart contract rollout really means for your investment? Today, I'm going to answer all your burning questions about Pi network's massive smart contract development that could change everything. We'll dive deep into why this could be the breakthrough moment Pi has been building toward, what major exchanges are really looking for, and most importantly, what this means for you as a Pi holder. Stay tuned because I'm going to reveal some shocking insights about Pi network's strategy that most people completely miss. Plus, I'll share exclusive details about the audit process that could unlock billion-dollar exchange partnerships. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming at the end of this video, but before we dive in, let's first greet and welcome you all. Hi pioneers from every corner of the globe. Whether you're watching from the United States, India, Nigeria, Papua New Guinea, South Africa, Philippines, Indonesia, Kenya, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet. Truly, I'm happy to be with you again today. You can join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, comment PI network to the moon, along with your country, to show the world how far our decentralized family reaches and prove that the future of finance is already in our hands. Let me start with some exciting news that's flying under the radar. Pi network is preparing to release something that could completely transform its position in the crypto world: fully audited smart contracts. But here's what makes this different from every other blockchain project out there. While most crypto projects rush to market with untested code, Pi network is taking a completely different approach. They're working with top-tier auditing firms like Certic, Halborn, and Hacken. These aren't just any companies, these are the same firms that validate billion-dollar protocols like Ethereum and Polygon. Think about it this way. When you buy a car, you want to know it passed all safety tests, right? That's exactly what Pi network is doing with their smart contracts. They're making sure everything is bulletproof before they open the doors to the world. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care about smart contracts? Here's the thing. Smart contracts are like the engine of a blockchain. Without them, you can't build real applications. With them, you unlock infinite possibilities. Pi network's smart contracts will enable something incredible. Developers from around the world will be able to build apps on Pi's blockchain. We're talking about DeFi platforms, NFT marketplaces, gaming apps, and payment systems. Imagine using your Pi coins to buy coffee, trade digital art, or even get loans, all through secure, automated smart contracts. But here's the really exciting part. Once these smart contracts are live and proven secure, major exchanges will have one less reason to say no to Pi network. Security audits from top firms are like getting a gold star from the teacher. It shows you're serious and ready for the big leagues. Let's be honest about something. Getting listed on Binance, Coinbase, or Kraken isn't easy. These exchanges have strict requirements. They want to see strong technology, clear regulations, active trading volume, and most importantly, proof that the project is legitimate and secure. Pi network has been building all these pieces quietly. They've got over 60 million users worldwide. That's more than many countries have citizens. They've completed KYC verification for over 19 million users, which shows they're serious about compliance. And now, with smart contracts getting professional audits, they're checking another major box. Here's something most people don't realize. Pi network's approach is actually genius. Instead of launching quickly and fixing problems later, they're building everything right the first time. Yes, it takes longer, but when they're ready, they'll be really ready. Once Pi network's smart contracts go live, something amazing will happen. Developers who have been waiting on the sidelines will jump in. Why? Because Pi Network already has 60 million users ready to use their apps. Think about it from a developer's perspective. You can build an app for a blockchain with a few thousand users, or you can build for Pi Network with 60 million users. Which would you choose? This creates what experts call a network effect. More developers mean more apps. More apps mean more reasons to use PiCoins. More usage means more demand, and more demand typically means higher value. We're already seeing this start to happen. Pi Network already has over 25 decentralized apps built by their community. Once smart contracts are fully live, this number could explode to hundreds or even thousands of apps. Here's where Pi Network really stands out from the crowd. While other crypto projects are scrambling to deal with regulations, Pi Network built compliance into their DNA from day one. Their KYC system isn't just about following rules, it's about building trust. When exchanges and regulators see that Pi Network knows exactly who their users are and follows all the rules, it makes listing decisions much easier. This is especially important as governments around the world are cracking down on anonymous cryptocurrencies. Pi Network's transparent approach could give them a huge advantage in the coming years. Let's talk about something that makes Pi Network unique: their mobile-first approach. While other blockchains require expensive computers to participate, Pi Network works on your phone. This isn't just convenient, it's revolutionary. Think about the billions of people around the world who have smartphones but don't have access to traditional banking. Pi Network is building a financial system that works for everyone, everywhere. This massive addressable market is something that exchanges definitely notice. When Binance or Coinbase looks at potential listings, they want to see projects with global reach and real-world utility. Pi Network's mobile strategy gives them both. Now let's get to what you really want to know. What does all this mean for you as a Pi holder? First, smart contracts will give Pi coins real utility. Instead of just holding them, you'll be able to use them in applications. This creates real demand for the coins, which is fundamental for long-term value. Second, professional audits increase the chances of major exchange listings. While there are no guarantees, having clean, audited smart contracts removes one of the biggest barriers. Third, the developer ecosystem will create new opportunities. Maybe you'll be able to stake your Pi coins, lend them out, or use them in games. The possibilities are endless. Here's what's coming next for Pi Network. The smart contract audit process is underway with multiple top-tier firms reviewing every line of code. Once these audits are complete and any issues are fixed, Pi Network will move to the next phase. This includes finalizing their open Mainnet infrastructure, establishing liquidity pools, and working with legal teams to ensure compliance in different countries. Each step brings them closer to being ready for major exchange integration. The timeline isn't set in stone, but the progress is real and measurable. Unlike many crypto projects that make promises they can't keep, Pi Network has consistently delivered on their roadmap, even if it takes longer than some people want. I know waiting is hard. Trust me, I get it. But here's something to consider. Would you rather Pi Network rush to exchanges and fail, or take their time and succeed massively? Looking at crypto history, the projects that took time to build solid foundations often performed better long-term than those that rushed to market. Pi Network is playing the long game, and that's actually a good thing for serious investors. One thing that makes Pi Network special is its incredible global community. We're talking about millions of people in almost every country on Earth. This isn't just a technical project, it's a global movement. This community strength is something that exchanges pay attention to. A coin with millions of passionate holders is much more attractive for listing than one with just a few thousand users. Your engagement matters. Every time you mine Pi, share content, or participate in the community, you're helping build something bigger than any individual project. Pi Network officially transitioned to its open network period of Mainnet. This isn't just another technical update. This is the moment millions of pioneers have been waiting for. But what makes this so special? For the first time ever, Pi Network has enabled external wallet transfers, exchange listings, and the creation of decentralized applications. This means your PiCoins are no longer trapped in the ecosystem. They're becoming real, tradable digital assets. Now, let's talk about what everyone's really excited about: universal Pi payments. Imagine walking into any participating store, opening your Pi wallet, and paying for your coffee, groceries, or even a new phone using the Pi you've been mining on your smartphone. This isn't science fiction anymore. Pi Network's e-commerce platform is creating a closed-loop economy where you can spend your Pi directly without converting to traditional money first. No banks, no payment processors, no middlemen, just you, your Pi, and the merchant. Here's what makes this revolutionary. When you pay with Pi, transactions are faster, cheaper, and give you complete control over your digital money. The fees are minimal compared to credit cards, and payments process in seconds, not days. Let me share something incredible that's happening right now. Countries across Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America are leading the charge in Pi adoption. Why? Because in these regions, traditional banking is often expensive or hard to access. In countries like Nigeria, Philippines, and Brazil, small business owners are embracing Pi payments because it opens them up to a global customer base without expensive international payment systems. A street vendor in Manila can now serve customers from around the world using nothing more than a smartphone and Pi wallet. This isn't just theoretical. Thousands of businesses have already integrated Pi payments into their operations. From online stores to local markets, the Pi ecosystem is growing every single day. You might be wondering, how does Pi Network make this all work? The answer lies in their integrated ecosystem that includes three powerful tools. First, there's the Pi Wallet, your secure digital vault that stores and manages all your Pi transactions. It's designed to be so simple that even your grandmother could use it. Second, the Pi browser gives you access to decentralized applications and merchant portals. Think of it as your gateway to the entire Pi economy. Third, and this is crucial, the KYB verification system ensures that all participating businesses are legitimate and trustworthy. This creates a safe environment where you can shop with confidence. Here's what most people don't understand about Pi Network's strategy. While other cryptocurrencies focus on speculation and trading, Pi Network built something different, a practical, everyday payment system. Remember when Bitcoin was supposed to be digital cash? The problem was it became too expensive and slow for daily purchases. Pi Network learned from this and created a system designed specifically for real-world commerce. The genius move? By allowing smartphone mining, Pi Network created the largest cryptocurrency user base in history. Now, with the e-commerce platform, those millions of users become potential customers for every Pi-accepting business. Let's address the elephant in the room. Pi Network has faced criticism over the years, with skeptics questioning whether it would ever deliver real utility. This e-commerce launch is Pi Network's answer to those doubts. The core team took a careful, step-by-step approach instead of rushing to market like many other projects. They focused on building proper infrastructure, ensuring regulatory compliance, and creating genuine utility before opening the floodgates. This methodical approach is now paying off. While other cryptocurrencies struggle with adoption, Pi Network has millions of engaged users ready to participate in digital commerce. But wait, there's more exciting news on the horizon. The Pi Network team has hinted at several upcoming developments that could accelerate adoption even further. We're talking about major merchant partnerships, integration with existing e-commerce platforms, and expansion into new geographical markets. The ecosystem is designed to grow exponentially as more businesses see the benefits of Pi payments. Industry experts predict that, as Pi gains traction in commerce, we could see a snowball effect where businesses feel pressured to accept Pi payments just to stay competitive. Think about what this means on a global scale. Pi Network is essentially creating a parallel economy that operates alongside traditional financial systems, but with better accessibility, lower costs, and faster transactions. For developing countries, this could be transformational. Imagine entrepreneurs in rural areas gaining access to global markets through Pi payments, or families sending money across borders without expensive wire transfer fees. This isn't just about cryptocurrency, it's about financial inclusion and economic empowerment for billions of people worldwide. As a Pi pioneer, you're not just a passive observer, you're an active participant in this digital revolution. Every time you use Pi for a purchase, you're helping to strengthen the network and prove its real-world utility. The businesses accepting Pi payments are betting on this community. They see millions of engaged users who believe in the technology and are willing to support merchants who embrace it. Your mining efforts over the past years weren't just collecting digital coins. You were helping to build the foundation for this new economy. Here's something that will surprise you. Pi Network's supply has already decreased by 23%. Yes, you heard that right. While everyone is debating whether Pi needs a burn mechanism, they've already been quietly implementing it through their transaction system. Every time someone uses Pi for transactions within the ecosystem, a small portion gets permanently removed from circulation. This means that Pi Network is already becoming more scarce, and most people don't even realize it. But wait, there's more. Industry experts are now suggesting that a confirmed burn of 60 to 100 million Pi coins could stabilize prices and create massive upward pressure. Imagine what that could mean for your Pi holdings. Now, you might be thinking, but what about Pi's philosophy of being accessible to everyone? This is where things get really interesting. Pi Network is taking a completely different approach compared to other cryptocurrencies. Instead of doing massive quarterly burns like Binance Coin, Pi is using a smart, gradual approach. They're burning tokens through regular use, which means the more the ecosystem grows, the more tokens get burned. It's like a self-improving system that gets better as more people use it. The Pi community is buzzing with excitement about this. Pioneers from around the world are discussing different burn strategies. Some want regular burns, others prefer activity-based burns, and many want the community to vote on burn amounts. This democratic approach is what makes Pi Network so special. Let me ask you this. What happens when demand increases but supply decreases? Economics 101 tells us that prices go up. And that's exactly what's happening with Pi Network right now. Here are 5 game-changing benefits that Pi's burn mechanism brings to the table. First, increased scarcity. As more Pi gets burned, your remaining coins become more rare and valuable. It's like having a limited edition collectible that becomes more precious over time. Second, price stability. By balancing supply with growing demand, Pi's burn mechanism helps prevent wild price swings and creates a more stable investment environment. Third, stronger market confidence. When investors see that Pi Network actively manages its token supply, they gain more trust in the project's long-term vision. Fourth, enhanced utility. Pi's burn-on-transaction model makes every purchase more meaningful and creates a thriving marketplace ecosystem. Fifth, cleaner distribution. By removing dormant and spam tokens, Pi ensures that active community members benefit the most. But here's what really excites me about Pi Network's approach. They're not just copying what other cryptocurrencies do. They're innovating and creating something entirely new. While Bitcoin has a fixed supply and Ethereum burns tokens through gas fees, Pi Network is building a burn mechanism that grows with community usage. This means the more successful Pi becomes, the more deflationary pressure it creates. Think about it. Every app built on Pi Network, every marketplace transaction, every payment made with Pi contributes to reducing the total supply. It's like having millions of people around the world working together to increase the value of your Pi coins. Market analysts are paying close attention to Pi Network's unique approach. Some are calling it revolutionary tokenomics because it combines mass adoption with deflationary mechanics. Unlike other projects that burn tokens in big chunks, Pi's continuous burning creates steady upward pressure on price. This could be the key to sustainable growth that many cryptocurrencies struggle to achieve. The timing is also perfect. With Pi Network preparing for major exchange listings, having a proven burn mechanism in place shows potential partners that Pi is serious about long-term value creation. What makes Pi Network truly special is its community-driven approach. Right now, millions of pioneers worldwide are actively participating in discussions about burn strategies and tokenomics improvements. This isn't just about burning tokens, it's about building a sustainable ecosystem that benefits everyone. When the community has a voice in important decisions, it creates stronger commitment and better outcomes for all pioneers. The fact that Pi Network listens to its community and implements changes based on feedback shows they're building something for the long term, not just a quick profit. Looking ahead, the possibilities are endless. Pi Network could implement additional burn mechanisms as their ecosystem grows. Imagine burns triggered by new app launches on the Pi platform, marketplace milestones, community achievements, partnership announcements. Each of these could create additional deflationary pressure while celebrating the ecosystem's growth. From an investment standpoint, Pi Network's burn mechanism addresses one of the biggest concerns about high-supply cryptocurrencies. By actively reducing supply while growing utility, Pi creates a perfect storm for value appreciation. But remember, this isn't just about making money. It's about being part of a revolutionary movement that's changing how we think about digital currency and community governance. The burn mechanism ensures that early pioneers who supported the project are rewarded for their faith and patience while still maintaining accessibility for new users. Pi Network's approach could influence how future cryptocurrencies design their tokenomics. By proving that gradual, utility-based burning works better than massive periodic burns, Pi is setting a new standard for the industry. This matters because it shows that cryptocurrency projects can be both community-friendly and investor-attractive. You don't have to choose between helping people and creating value. Pi Network proves you can do both. The technical implementation of Pi's burn mechanism is also impressive. Unlike projects that require manual intervention for burns, Pi's system works automatically through smart contracts. This automation ensures consistency, transparency, and removes human error from the equation. Every burn is recorded on the blockchain, creating a permanent record of supply reduction. So, to definitively answer the original question, should Pi Network ignite a burn mechanism for a sustainable future? The answer is they already have, and it's working more brilliantly than most people ever imagined possible. Pi Network has discovered and implemented the perfect balance between accessibility and value creation. Their innovative, community-driven approach to token burning is setting completely new standards for the entire cryptocurrency industry and proving that you can build something that helps people while creating tremendous value. The incredible 23% supply reduction we've already witnessed is just the beginning of this amazing journey. As the ecosystem continues growing exponentially and more people around the world use Pi for real transactions, the burn rate will accelerate dramatically, creating even more powerful upward pressure on value that could make early pioneers incredibly wealthy. This is exactly why I'm incredibly bullish and optimistic about Pi Network's incredible future potential. They're not just another cryptocurrency trying to get rich quick. They're building a sustainable, revolutionary economic system that benefits everyone involved and could change the world forever. The combination of growing utility, decreasing supply, increasing adoption, and strong community governance creates what investment professionals call a perfect storm for dramatic value appreciation. We're witnessing the birth of something truly special and historically significant. If this comprehensive video helped you understand Pi Network's revolutionary burn mechanism and incredible potential, please give it a big thumbs up. Your likes help me create more valuable, in-depth content for our amazing global Pi community, and they help other pioneers discover this crucial information. Don't forget to write Pi Network to the moon along with your country name and flag in the comments below. Let's show the entire world how global, united, and passionate our Pi family really is. I love reading your comments and seeing our community's incredible diversity and enthusiasm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell. I'm constantly researching and sharing the latest Pi network developments, expert analysis, and insider information, and you definitely don't want to miss any updates that could significantly impact your Pi journey and potential wealth.